Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Married to Medicine Season 10, Episode 7, The Grapes of Wrath. This is going to be very short. I have little to no notes here, so we're gonna wrap the year up with this one, and we're gonna do it quickly. I won't be before you long. I'm actually tired of talking. I have done. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4. I sat and recorded 4 videos. So, and one I had to do 2 in 1. So yeah, I'm tired of talking. So we gonna make this quick. Dr. Heavenly, she's fed up. Simone steps in. And says, "Can we lower our voices, please, so that Phaedra can have a less hood perspective of the group? We don't want to give that. We want her to see our authentic personalities, not the hood side." Heavenly asked Toya her perspective on things. She doesn't think that what they're saying is resonating with Quad. Jackie adds to the conversation. She feels like that as well. She feels like accountability is necessary. Toya also wants action behind the words. You can't talk about my husband. You took it further, doubling down about that robbery accusation. All of that was very much. She says it was truly damaging to her and her family. It was low. It was too far. Quad says, "Well, I've had the same thing done to me." It's like, Quad. I understand. Trust me. I understand that the group has not been supportive of you. They too have done things to malign you, to have you out here looking crazy. They've clowned you. They've done it. And you want that reciprocated. You want them to be just as accountable as they expect you to be, which is very true. We can't gloss over what y'all do. Y'all can't all sit around and have a pile on and nobody is saying, "Quiet. We as a group, we have done blah, 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 X, Y, and Z. We did this, we did that." Be accountable too. Be accountable while you're asking me to be accountable. And maybe she'll be more agreeable. Maybe it'll resonate better, because right now it just seems like y'all are piling on and she's just like, "Wait a minute. No, but y'all did all this. Y'all did some stuff to me too." And what they're wanting from her is just plain old, "I was wrong. I apologize for X, Y, and Z. I apologize for doing this. I shouldn't have said that you and your family were involved in any way in a robbery. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have gone there. I was wrong for not reaching out to all of you." Like, that's what they wanted at the funeral situation. It can't be, "Well, I did this, but y'all did this too." You can't. We're not going to do a tit for tat. You can't. Not with this group, at least. So yeah, that's not gonna work here, Quad. That's just not gonna work for them. She says she just wants them to be good to her and she'll be good to them, but the relationships are broken. Simone feels like the relationship between them is opportunistic. You reach out when there's an event, when filming is going on, and that's it. Nobody's hearing from you outside of that. Toya isn't really ready yet anyway. And so really they get nowhere. They part ways. Phaedra, Toya, Jackie, Heavenly, and Simone, they talk about Quad in Toya's room, further. Phaedra is like, "Okay, so since we got nowhere, then, so what's the goal now? What's the goal?" Toya doesn't feel like Quad heard them. We didn't get anywhere with her. Like, we're going to have to revisit this, like, now. Heavenly says Jackie's been telling her to stop dealing with Quad. Jackie been on the sideline telling Heavenly don't mind throwing Jackie under the bus when Jackie be on the side behind the scenes talking shit. Jackie didn't like Quad's speech when it came to that sister circle, really, really hyping them up. This is true sisterhood, all of that. While tearing down the group of people, you know, that she was on the show with. Jackie didn't appreciate that realization that y'all just co-workers. Like, they really want relationship with the people that they are doing their show with, you know, and which is fair. That's fair to want true organic relationships with the people you filming with, the people you got had your families around, all of that. It ain't nothing wrong with that. It's not. But before, I was feeling like, well, shit, why she just can't be a coworker that come around when she come around? Why y'all taking offense to that? She just let her get her coin. But no, they say, not here. You won't ride our coattail. You won't ride our back. And then tell us we not sisterly when you get around your real friends. Anyway, so they want to call Quad back down here. And so Toya calls her, and Simone, now she's second guessing it, like, well, maybe we should have went to sleep on this and waited for tomorrow or something. They're like, nah, too late. I done already called her. She on the way. Quad at the door. They let her in. Simone just, you know, she got to lean in. Well, Quad, none of us have an emotional connection with you. It's just not going to work. We're going to have to ask you to leave this trip. And Quad is like, well, I thought that we had more time. I thought that she was visibly hurt. She really thought that the resurrection was a step in the right direction. And they're like, no, it was not. It was not. It was not. Quad says again, you know, that she's been hurt over the years by the group as well. Quad still wants to be friends. You know, she says she wants to see how things can go moving forward. Quad cries in her confessional. It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because, again, I don't like to see people get iced out and, you know, alienated like that. It's not cool. It's not. Sweet Tea, she downloads on Dr. G what's going on. Dr. G like, child, you stay out of it. Don't you say nothing. Don't add nothing to the conversation. You just you sit there and watch and be quiet. Toya, she shares what happened with Eugene. He says he's not happy, you know, that they had to have this kind of, you know, like intervention. But it is what it is. Dr. Jackie, we see her getting ready to speak with Kamala. She's nervous, and you can tell she's excited. Dr. Jackie has a script that she's reading off of. You know, she's talking about women and healthcare, of course, and how the mortality rate and all of that with black women. And Kamala is standing with women. She wants women to know that she has our back, you know, all of that, because black women in general, are often not taken seriously. And it's funny that she's sitting up having this whole conversation and she's in the mess she's in now. Because do you care about us, Dr. Jackie? Like you say you do? Because to say we're dramatic, black women can be overly dramatic. Why would you even say that? That is a stereotype that has been perpetuated by your you know, people, the people you work with, your colleagues, by your folk in the medical profession for years. They are teaching this in medical schools, that we have a high tolerance for pain and all of that. Like, girl, you know all of this, and yet you're going to sit up and say we can be overly dramatic. We're not going to get on that. We're not going to get on that because we here for this episode. But it's funny. It's ironic that you sitting up and saying all of this like you really are for us and for advocacy for black women and healthcare and advocating for yourself and speaking up when you feel like something ain't right and asking questions and researching all of that. But that's how you feel. Okay, girl. Anyway, the ladies, they get ready to do, you know, the day's activity. Toya, she has to fill Sweet Tea and Dr. Alicia in on Quad's departure because, you know, they weren't there. They're like, well, damn. Okay. They, you know, get on out there and start the day. They head to a winery. Simone feels like, last night was heavy. They got to talk about that. Toya feels light. Toya say, I feel like a weight lifted off me. I ain't worried. She been wanting the girl gone since she wasn't married to medicine anymore. Toya has wanted Quad off the show. And so she's elated. Um, Jackie, she ends up joining the group after, she raps with Madam Vice President. She shares her experience, speaking and everything. And they start ordering their wine. Simone says she just gonna stick to the rosé. She to be so pulled up and snooty as she can be, and elitist as she can be, you sure need to do something about your palate. And the fact that it's so unsophisticated. Anyway, Heavenly, she apologizes to Sweet Tea. Toya has a meeting, with the people that she's a brand ambassador for. She invites Phaedra to go along with her on her meeting. I guess she wants to have an attorney in the room. Is Phaedra even practicing? She went to school to be a mortician. Is she doing that? Anyway, Phaedra, she says she's impressed with Toya and her new business venture. She's showing the ladies that she's bigger than, all the name brands that she wears. Phaedra always gonna get one in, ain't she? She has ideas too. Phaedra shares some of her ideas. She's the Toy's the brand ambassador, so they're all bouncing content ideas off of one another. They throw out some good things that the people are willing to use, and that they're gonna start implementing. We're gonna work it out. And I'm proud of Toy as well. It's nice to see her in this light. It really is. We see the men get together, of course. I mean, I really don't care, but the men get together. They're at Fairway Social. This is my son's favorite place to go. We took him for his birthday this year. We've been a few times before that, but he actually got to, go with his friends and experience it like the full on. I don't know what location they were at, but I know they weren't at the one in Trilith. Anyway, Fairway Social is a lot of fun. So if you're ever in Atlanta or if they have one in your area, you should go. You got food. It's a good team building situation. You want to go with a group of colleagues or whatever. Just to plug the people right quick. Anyway, Curtis again is back from the DR. Dr. Alicia's husband, he says, it's his first time being home with the kids. They like, your first time? Why is it your first time? The kids are, I think, 6 and 1. So in 6 years, you ain't never been home with your children by yourself. Okay. We're going to get into them anyway. I feel like we're finna get into their situation. Damn, my notes. I hope that was the end of the episode, y'all, because this happened with my Love and Marriage Huntsville notes. Normally, if it's the end, I'll put on there the end or until next time. I don't have that here, but I feel like that they did wrap up with that final scene with the guys, or maybe not. I probably didn't finish watching the episode, y'all, and I'm so sorry. So that last few minutes, if I missed something, I'm so sorry. I'm not going back to watch it. I'm not going back to watch it. But the same thing happened with my Love and Marriage Huntsville review. I reviewed it all the way up until the end, and then I stopped taking notes for whatever reason. Must have gotten distracted doing something else. Let me get off of here, because if this child knocks one more time, if I have to hear one more time after I done said, please give me a moment, I'ma scream. I just want a moment. I just want a moment to wrap up. I just want a moment to wrap up. Anyway, that's the end of the note. So I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. It might have been over. It might not have been over. But I had to get the videos up before the year was out, because I cannot go into the new year reviewing shit you know, 2-3 weeks worth of content that I just let pile up. So I couldn't do that to myself. Could not do that to myself. Cause I feel like, I don't know, Huntsville might be coming back on tonight. Like they ain't took no breaks like they do over there at Bravo. They ain't took no holiday breaks. They just said, come on and watch. Come on and watch it anyway. Anyway, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.